Okay, so we just found two answers to something like this, okay? And if cos of x equals a half, we look for our reference angle, so we say shift cos of a half, and we figure out that it's 60 degrees. So it would be 60 degrees here in the all positive, and it would be 60 degrees here in the cos positive. So my two answers would be 60 and 300. Everyone okay with that? Okay, so the 360 take 60 gets you the... But it would also be the same if I did another revolution. Okay, so if I went here to 60 and here to 300. And what about if I went around again? So I did all of 360 plus 60. It still brings me back to the same place. Okay, so I end up with 360 plus 60, which is 420. So if I go cos of 420, I get a half. Okay, it gives you the same answer. If I did the same thing, I went all the way around, I did a full revolution, and I went to there, it would be 360, my full revolution, plus the 300. So that is cos of 660. And my answer is a half. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many revolutions you take, you're still going to get the same answer. So actually there's more than just two answers. It's not just that x is 60 and x is 300. It could be that x is 60 plus 360 or 300 plus 360. Or it could be two revolutions, two 360s, two 360s. If you were to plot it like this, you know that your cos graph is periodic, it repeats. And this is my line y equals a half. So where they meet...
Excuse me please, a pair of reading glasses were handed into reception yesterday. They can be collected here. Also, a reminder to first years that the HSE have phoned to say there are 34 forms from first years for vaccinations outstanding. So you might remind your parents to send off the form, and there is a stamped addressed envelope in the pack you would have been given from reception here. Thank you.
So if you draw the line y equals a half, and you draw the graph of y equals cos of x, and you see where they meet, they'll meet at all these points, 60, 300, 420, 660, and it will keep going, okay? So you can get the general solution by adding on 360n. And n can either be 0 or 1 or 2. Remember we did this in complex numbers. It might seem a little bit familiar. Okay, so the general solution, can I get rid of this and do an example? So it's either theta plus 360n or theta plus 2 pi n, depending on whether they gave it to you in radians or not. Okay, you can always convert it to degrees. So let's do an example. And they'll tell you how far to keep going. How many revolutions do you need to do? So in this question, find the general solution of this, and they want theta in radians. Okay, that's fine, we can do that. Okay, so first of all, let's look at it. It's a minus, so cos is positive here and here, so I'm actually interested in these two. Now, cos of theta is root 3 over 2, so I'm going to do shift cos root 3 over 2, and it's 30 degrees. Now, how do I get that in radians? So you're just going to do 30 over 180, and you get 1 over 6, so you know that's pi over 6. Okay? So it's 30 degrees here, and it's 30 degrees here. If it's 30 degrees there, what's our actual angle? What's theta? 150. Or here, 210. So we need to convert them to radians now. Okay? 150 divided by 180 is 5 over 6. So 5 pi over 6. Okay? Or 210 over 180, 7 pi over 6. But that's just the two solutions. The general solution is when I add on, so theta is 5 pi over 6 plus 2n pi, or 7 pi over 6 plus 2n pi. You're adding on however many revolutions. Okay, let me do another example. Plus, you need to know that you have to add on 2n pi or 360n. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Can I get rid of the board? Because that's the general solution. They didn't actually tell me how many revolutions I wanted. Yeah. So if they ask for the general, you leave it there. Are we okay? Okay, solve. Sine of 3 theta equals a half. Theta is an element of r and theta is in radians. Okay, what you're going to do is you're just going to get 3 theta first. Which is 30 degrees. Okay? We know there's two solutions to that. Now, it was positive, so I'm talking, and it's sine, so we're here at 30, or we're here at 30. If I'm here at 30, what's my angle? 150. Good. Now, I'm actually interested in radians, aren't I? So 30 over 180, which is 1/6, so theta over 6, or 3 theta, pi over 6. Five pi over 6. Now, that's just two answers. I need to get the general solution. So add on your 2n pi to both. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to get theta. And you're going to get theta by dividing both of them by 3. Okay, so 3 goes underneath, 3 goes underneath. So really important that you get the 3 theta and the general solution, then you divide by 3. Don't divide by 3 and then add on your 2n pi. That's wrong, okay?